Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. We're starting off with some exciting business news sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. We want to remind you tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. Plus, with restrictions on capacity limits easing, it's sure to be a big week for Vegas bars, restaurants, and the sports world. Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour has more on the week ahead. Renee?
Jen, and don't forget the NCAA men's basketball tournament that is getting underway on Thursday. And March Madness always means big business for hotels and casinos in the Valley. And now that capacity limits are increasing, room rates are also going up, and many people see reason for optimism for the tourism economy. Our Review-Journal business reporters explain.
Starting rates at the Cosmopolitan went from $325 to $650. Red Rock Resorts went from $188 to $399. So we are seeing some significant increases, and that is really just a sign of increased demand for these rooms.
35% capacity was what it was going into this, and now it's 50% capacity. I don't think that a lot of these businesses are going to be truly happy until it's 100%.
For more developments, including tourism coming back to Las Vegas, log on to lvrj.com. Jen?
More exciting news for those of you into sports betting. The brand new Circa Sportsbook is now open for betting at the Tuscany Hotel Casino in Vegas. To celebrate the occasion, the owner of Circa, Derek Stevens, and other executives took part in a ribbon-cutting ceremony today. Stevens saying he envisions his sports betting brand to grow across Nevada, and that expansion is all about timing.
We certainly wanted to open up before March Madness. I'm a big believer that this will be the largest March Madness Las Vegas has ever seen. You know, we had the rug pulled out from under us last year, so there's some pent-up demand.
He adds that, more importantly, there's a pent-up demand to come to Vegas. To our other top story, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. A Summerlin man is behind bars for not only sexually assaulting a woman, but live streaming the whole incident on YouTube. Las Vegas police say they've arrested 45-year-old Dane Robinson after receiving multiple calls from viewers back on February 24th of the heinous live stream. According to police documents, officers found the woman, who was homeless, unconscious inside Robinson's house that night. She reported that Robinson had offered to let her shower at his house, then drugged her. On the roadways, it looks like that drive to California is about to get even more backed up in the coming months. Review-Journal's James Schaefer joins us from Jean, Nevada to explain.
16 miles of Interstate 15 will be going under an $11 million facelift starting in May. The stretch of I-15 running from Primm to just north of Jean will be undergoing a repavement project. The project was planned before the pandemic began last year. The Nevada Department of Transportation spokesman Tony Ilya highlighted the project's importance, saying the stretch of impact to interstate averages 60,900 vehicles daily pre-pandemic, with heavy truck travel accounting for 10% of total traffic. And finally, for anyone worried about a multi-year-long project, thankfully this repavement is due to be finished by the end of this year. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy, Clark County. It's almost springtime, and Las Vegas is getting some new attractions, one of them being the Aria Resort and Casino's spring display. Their display is called Take Flight. Just take a look at the resort's lobby, filled with hot air balloons floating under a vibrant blue sky, some hand-sculpted birds, plenty of beautiful flowers, and more decorations that simply welcome in the spring season. Guests are welcome to even climb into one of these balloons, perfect for snapping a photo of this beautiful space. A look at your weather, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Later tonight, it looks like the temps will be dropping from the 50s down to the 40s again. At least the rain and winds have died down. For the rest of the week, another cool day for St. Paddy's Day tomorrow. Highs in the 60s again and lows in the 40s. But as you can see, the weather will warm back up by Thursday and for the weekend. The gusts will also pick back up by then.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. With this sports update, I'm Cassie Soto. The Raiders have reportedly released veteran center Rodney Hudson. Hudson spent 6 seasons with the team and was the 8th best center in the NFL last year. Raiders beat writer VINNY BONSIGNORE has more.
I think it's a little bit of a surprise all the way around, that this has happened. So until we get to the bottom of it, if it was motivated by Rodney, then it had nothing to do with why the Raiders would do it, because this wasn't necessarily their call. I think that it sounds like they might be honoring a request from Rodney Hudson to let him out of the contract.
Here's the latest in sports betting. Las Vegas sportsbooks have posted NCAA tournament regional odds. Gonzaga is the minus 225 favorite to win the West Regional at the Westgate, and Iowa is the plus 450 second choice. Illinois is the plus 155 favorite to win the Midwest, followed closely by Houston at 2-1. Baylor is the plus 160 favorite to win the South, and Ohio State is the second pick at 4-1. Michigan is the plus 160 favorite to win the East, followed by Alabama at 4-1.
In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental, love your smile again. An NFL star's own battle with addiction led him to help others. Now, Vance Johnson, ex-receiver for the Denver Broncos, runs the Vance Johnson Recovery Center, which opened in 2020 to work with athletes and vets.
The Vance Johnson Recovery Center, what we do is we focus on people that are, like myself, former athletes who have CTE, brain trauma, which we've already had a chance to help several ball players. We're also helping Heroes Mile, meaning we're going to help a lot of vets. This is about helping all different levels of people that are needing the care that they need to get back on track to have a life that they deserve.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway. One Leprechaun is changing venues this year. Review Journal's John Katzlaminas tells us more.
Brian Thomas has portrayed Lucky the Leprechaun every St. Patrick's Day since 2005 for O'Shea's Hotel Casino and later O'Shea's Casino on the Las Vegas Strip. He left Caesars Entertainment in October of last year, and he didn't know what he was going to do with himself this St. Patrick's Day until his friend Jennifer Romas called, and now Lucky is going to be part of the Sexy Adult Review at Larry Flint's Hustler Club Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights.
That concludes our 7 at 7 p.m. newscast from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. I'm Jen Ah. We're available on the RJ mobile app, Roku TV, YouTube, and so much more. Be sure to watch 7 at 7 a.m. as well. Have a great night.
Review-Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.